Welcome to this video, you guys, and this video is going to be another one of those what I call quarantine videos. Videos I would have never thought about doing had I not been stuck inside the house for 6 weeks. But I got the idea to sort of do this video, and this video is going to be showing off my Disneyland popcorn bucket and sipper collection. I showed off my Blu-ray collection a few weeks ago, and I got the idea that, you know what, let me just show off this too. So these are the buckets that you get at Disneyland Resort. Been working at Disneyland Resort for over 2 years. It's really fun, and throughout the year and months, these seasons, they just release these popcorn buckets for different times to represent holidays or just special movies and stuff like that. And me being sort of someone who likes a cool visual display, once I started getting one, I just couldn't stop getting more throughout more and more until they started taking up all the room on the shelf right here. What's interesting is that I don't even like popcorn, you know, it doesn't really do much for me. But like I said, I just like the cool sort of visual display and how these are sort of like exclusive items you can only get at one time throughout Disneyland during the year, or maybe even like forever. Like you'll probably never see like an Infinity War one like this right here. So I kind of wanted to show off each one individually, although that's going to be sort of tough for the location where they're at right now, because they're all sort of like stacked on top of each other. So I'm going to move to sort of a different location to sort of show them off individually, what makes each of them cool and where I got them, that kind of stuff. Okay, so now we are no longer in my room. We're actually downstairs in my kitchen. This is my kitchen counter, where I can really sort of spread all of these out. And when you spread all of them out, you can sort of see how sort of expansive the whole collection is, everything that we got. This big old colorful Disney mess right here with all the different buckets and sippers. Yeah, it makes for a really cool sort of visual display if you get enough of them. Me, I love visual displays. That's why I like collecting this kind of stuff. If you're working at Disney, you might as well. So just to show off each one individually real quick, because I couldn't really do that on my shelf. Right here, you got your centerpiece, Mickey Mouse. This is a sipper. They released this in 2018 as part of his 90th birthday celebration. Really cool, the sort of sculpt. It's based on the new Mickey Mouse cartoons where they make him sort of like a crackhead. Yeah, beautiful sculpt, looks really cool. I love the pose. Really cool one right here. This one, though, might be my absolute favorite out of all of them. This is the Thanos Infinity Gauntlet sipper right here. This released in 2018, part of when Infinity War came out, and unfortunately, they sold out so quick. But they released them the year after for where Endgame came out, and I was able to get one then. Beautiful. All you got to do is just slip your hand in right here. And look at that shit. Yeah, you can just balance the whole universe in one sip. Beautiful shit right there. This is probably my favorite one out of all of them. I love the sculpt. Beautiful. Right next to that one, you got your Pirates of the Caribbean one right here. This released in 2018. Wasn't really any reason why. I guess they just randomly decided to have Pirates of the Caribbean. This is a sipper / mug type thing. This part opens up. Not very safe for having like a drink because it's loose and there's no way to sort of strap it down. But besides that, the sculpt of it's really cool. When you look at sort of the sort of visuals that you got on there, it's all the stuff from the ride. Really nothing from the movies, but it's really cool. And you got your skull, captain, pirate thing right here, or whatever it's called, ship captain. Pretty cool steering the ship. That's beautiful right there. Next to that one, you got Dumbo. This is a sipper. This released last year in 2019 when the movie came out to sort of tie in. Unfortunately, the sculpt of this one is just super ugly. You know, Dumbo's kind of a cute guy, but this one is just like, you look at that face and that ain't lovable. This one is probably my least favorite out of all of the major sipper ones they have released. Next to Dumbo, though, you got your Christmas ones right here. All of these obviously released during Christmas time. This one right here is your Pluto bucket. They got this in 2018. He's got his Christmas sweater looking nice. You just put on in the back right here. That's where the popcorn goes. This one is the Toy Story Alien. This released in 2018 also. You open up right here. That's where the popcorn goes. Unfortunately, this popcorn right now is like over 2 years old. So if you ate it, you'd probably die, and that wouldn't be a very good Christmas. I don't know why I haven't taken it out. I just keep it in there just to keep it in there. We'll see what happens to that shit eventually, but that's how it is right there. And then right here is your final Christmas one, is your Mickey Mouse Christmas tree. I got this last year. This actually released for the first time last year. Cool thing about this one is that it's got a light up feature to where if you open it up, that's where the popcorn goes. It's a popcorn bucket. You press this button right here. You press it enough times, it does one light up feature. Press it again, it'll turn off. Then it'll do another light up feature. Then it'll start flashing, but you don't really notice it unless you turn off the lights. And then, yeah, there you get to see it work sort of its Christmas magic right here. That's a pretty cool Christmas display that we actually used in my house once we sort of left it out in the living room. Really nice right there. After we get past our Christmas section, we got our Halloween section right here. These ones, this is a collection right here. This one right here is the Haunted Mansion Sipper Bucket Collection. Last year was the Haunted Mansion's 50th anniversary, and they released these guys right here. You get them individually, but once you get each individual one, this sipper, this bucket, this sort of other bucket type thing, you can connect them together and they form the hitchhiking ghost trio that's in that ride. Not bad. The sculpt is actually pretty cool on all of those. Looks pretty nice. It's got a light up feature also, where if you turn off the lights and press these buttons right here, you get sort of a light up feature. It's sort of tough to see with sort of how the lighting is right there, but you can see it does sort of light up and it gives it sort of that cool sort of Halloweenish type vibes with the orange lights and stuff like that. The actual things actually is glow in the dark too, but you can't really see that with how the lighting is right now. Behind these guys right here, you got another bootylicious item, and that is Oogie Boogie. This is an Oogie Boogie popcorn bucket. I got this in 2018. This was a repaint of one they did earlier. And this looks so fucking cool with the way they do sort of the coloring. It looks just like how he does when he's singing that You're Joking scene with sort of how the green he is and shit like that. That's where you put the popcorn. Got the cool sort of coloring going on right there. Yeah, they made Oogie look sexy as hell on this one right here. This one right here is really interesting. Believe it or not, this Jack Skellington one is a Jack Skellington sipper cup slash thing. Yeah, the way that you do sort of the cup feature, this is really sort of stupid how they did this, it being a cup. If you take off his top torso, which I'll try and do with one hand, you unlock the back. So split it open, there we go. Yeah, that's where your drink goes. To me, that is such a stupid design for a sipper. That makes like 0 sense right there. I don't know who the hell would want that. But if you get past sort of the stupid sipper type feature, the actual sculpt of the thing is really cool. And if you just want a sort of like a Jack Skellington thing for your kids to play with, this thing's really cool. The arms are made out of like rubber, so they bend easily. Not bad, just a really fucking terrible sipper if you ask me. And then the final Halloween one right here is this cauldron thing. They release these cauldrons every single year. These are based on sort of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the Evil Queen's cauldron. It's got sort of that slimy effect of a skull that they use on sort of the, what was it called? The poison apple in that movie. You got that here. Each year the coloring's different on the slime. I think the green one looks the best. My friend actually got this one for me, my friend Christian, so shout out to him. Really nice. It's got a light up feature also again, where you press this button. Oh yeah, some really cool mood lighting if you want to use it for sort of like a Halloween effect, the way that sort of glows. Like I said, you can't really see it the best on this camera, but it does have a cool glowing effect with all the green and shit like that. Behind this this cauldron one right here, you got some generic ones going for you. These are just random generic popcorn buckets you can get. I got these before I even worked at Disneyland, or I guess my mom got them. You got this Diamond 60th anniversary one right here. Not bad with the cartoon designs of Mickey and friends. You got this one right here. I don't know when this came out. This is just Mickey and friends having some fun. Sort of funny, sort of Mickey's face and Minnie's face right here, this positioning. I'll let you guess what's sort of happening right there, but that's kind of funny. And then this one right here, I think this came out in like 2005 during the fucking, what was it called, 50th anniversary, Finding Nemo. Not terrible, I guess. Or maybe it was after that, because this has the whole Finding Nemo ride, which came out a few years later. So I guess this is 2007 when this one released. Nothing really special about these ones. Then after here, sort of some random stuff. This one, Homer Simpson sipper right here. Obviously, I don't have the straw pot right here, but yeah, it is a sipper. Disney didn't make this. This came out from Universal Studios, obviously because of Simpsons Land. But obviously, I put this one here now just because The Simpsons is Disney right now. Disney is doing a bunch to put them as part of the Disney family. So I figured, hell, fuck it. Why don't I do that too? So yeah, old Homer Simpson, I put him right next to all my Disney sippers. Eventually, I wonder if we'll actually see some Simpsons merchandise at Disney. Once I see that, now I know things are definitely changing forever. We'll see Homer and then we'll see Deadpool at Disneyland. Then right here, you got these guys right here, the Sully and Mike bucket and sipper, popcorn bucket and sipper. You get these individually. You got this Sully one. This is the bucket, where a popcorn bucket, you stick your popcorn right here. And then you got your zipper one. They released these and sold these individually. You buy the individual ones, but then there's a sticking point right here where you connect them together, and then it's just like how they are in the movie. Two best friends stuck together, Pixar pals. This released during Pixar Fest in 2018. These are sort of the major sort of bucket sort of souvenir things you can get during that. Really cool. They had never released a Sully and Mike one before. And then finally, our final section is our Star Wars merch that we got going right here. Look at all of that, these three guys right here. To talk about the least impressive one is this guy, this BB-8 one. This is a sipper. I don't have the straw anymore. I didn't get this one. My sister got this one in like 2016. It's not terrible. It's okay, but it's all like, well, BB-8, whatever. But these guys, this is the real shit right here. You got your this is the AT-AT popcorn bucket right here. Now this porg didn't come with it. I just stuck this in for fun because I got one of these guys. But this is where the popcorn would go. Unfortunately, I got some trash in there right now. There's no popcorn right now. But yeah, this one right here, I think the cool thing about it is how sort of flexible the legs are. It means basically, fuck being a popcorn bucket. It can be just your whole sort of like a toy thing right here with how bendable the features are, stuff like that. The actual walker things in the movie. This one is just so like... This is beautiful. And this one, a bunch of my friends told me that have this one say that this one is like the best one out of all the ones that it got in terms of the popcorn bucket. And you really can't blame them just because it does look pretty damn cool when you look at it, the features and all that. But then the final one, the most recent one of these I got, is the Millennium Falcon. This released a few months ago. It actually came out when the new Star Wars ride came out. This is a popcorn bucket. You stick the popcorn in right here. Really cool. It's really impressive how big this one is though. I really love how like it's just so wide, and it's like you could actually like use it as like sort of like a backpack when you actually like sort of go to Disneyland. That's really cool. And it actually does have a light up feature also in the back, sort of the hyper thrust whatever, where you press a button on the bottom right here. You see it turning blue, but to see it properly, there, you can see that sort of blue light speed effect really nicely, and actually sort of glows back and forth to sort of simulate how the movie is. So that's actually pretty damn cool the way they do that. Between the Falcon and this one, I think I would have to say which one's my favorite. Just because of the sort of flexibility of this one, I would say this one. This one is just more than a bucket. It's actually a pretty damn cool toy if you get it for sort of the right person. So yeah, there you go, showing off all of these things right here. All the years, all of my time being at Disneyland, these are all the ones I've gotten. Pretty cool. Like I said, just showing stuff up. Me stuck in the house for 6 weeks. Hopefully Disneyland comes back sooner than later. But yeah, those are all my buckets and sippers right here. So yep, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.